Thursdays with Omar. Gotta love that. Let's take a look at the AFC playoff picture here. When the Cowboys beat the Saints, we said it was possible for the Cowboys to beat any team in the NFC. Gentlemen, Titans have beat the Texans. They beat the Patriots. They put 34 on the Pats, 28 on the Cowboys. So their offense can do it. They have the potential. Can we make the case that the Titans can beat any team in the AFC?
They can make it themselves. They did.
Yeah.
I want the Titans in so bad. All these teams are different personalities. They're my favorite personality because they're an insane person. I don't know what's going on with them.
Who are they?
It's like they could beat Tom Brady by 20 points, and they could also lose to Jeff Driscoll by 20 points. They've done it. Destroyed Dallas at Dallas, destroyed New England, and then they lost to the Bills, and they got shut out by Baltimore. So, yes, they have what we call one-punch knockout power where they could shock the world, and there's Jim Lampley saying, he's out, he's out. Yes, I want the Titans in because if we had gone a year ago and we had taken this segment a few weeks from now and said, Titans at Chiefs in the playoffs, none of us were taking the Titans. It was the Chiefs. They had it going. Sure enough, they go to Arrowhead, shock the world. They can beat anybody, and they can lose to anybody. That's why I love them.
Yeah, I'm looking at this team, and I don't know who I'm going to get depending on the week.
Right.
It's like the movie Multiplicity.
Yeah,
movie,
or Split.
Yeah. Or Split. That was a crazy.
Split's crazy.
Yeah. And that's what this team is. They're crazy because one week they come in and they're strong, and Marcus Mariota is controlling the game. The running backs are playing well. Derrick Henry is on every angry run segment that you do. And then the next week, they can't move the ball, and the defense is getting thrown on. For me, I will say one bright spot is Corey Davis is emerging as an absolute talent.
That's a factor.
This dude is phenomenal. He has 2 game winners this year for a guy who's come in and a little banged up his first season, now coming into his own. But can they win? Yeah, Kevin Garnett said anything is possible after he won a championship. So, yeah, anything's possible. But they're too inconsistent for me to say they're going to make this magical run and then end up beating some teams in the playoffs.
There were some really good wins around the NFL last week. I thought that the Cowboys beating the Saints was a huge win. I thought, obviously, the Vikings not being able to get it done, the Patriots putting their stamp on it was big. I don't think anyone really talked about the Titans-Jets. The Jets dominated that game, and the Titans grabbed that in the final minute, and Mariota threw that team on his back, and they found a way to win. That's the kind of way you win in December and January. Games you're not supposed to win, you find a way. The Titans showed me a lot last year, and I think that the expectation has to be divisional round or better because they fired their coach after a season in which he got to the divisional round. So to me, they know the expectation. They've had big wins this season. They can't fall apart. They've got to find a way to get there.
I don't know who they are, but I do think it's unfair to say that they're inconsistent on both sides of the ball. Offense, definitely inconsistent. Corey Davis is emerging with 3 touchdowns the last 4 games, on pace for about 1,000 yards, those game winners. That's awesome to see that sort of coming to fruition. The defense is there, though. The defense has been there all season. The one consistent thing that they have been able to rely on is the fact that they've got a number 6 defense that's allowing 20 points a game every game this year. So that's as an average. So I feel like the defense at least is something to build around and have faith in, and like you said, any given Sunday.
I agree. The defense is rock solid, and you look at the offense, it's so intriguing because they got Conklin and Lewan and Derrick Henry and this Heisman winning, the fastest quarterback in the league. Why don't they just run the bejesus out of it every week?
He also gets sacked all the time for all this great offensive line.
He also gets banged up all the time.
He does. And
them against Houston, they had their hands full. I mean, they got destroyed, I think. And then the next week, they'll be world beaters.
You know, there's a big debate amongst Titans fans whether it's the offensive line's fault or is Mariota just not able to read the defense and get rid of the ball. Like, Mariota, get rid of the ball.
And also save himself at times. I mean, there's times where he wants to put the world on his shoulders and he's fighting for extra yards, which if you're a fan, you're like, that's what I want out of my quarterback. But the moment he gets up and he's limping to the sideline, you're like, that's what I don't want out of my quarterback. So there lies the inconsistency. It's not just in play, it's also in decision-making. Same conversation we've had about Andrew Luck for some time. There's going to come to a point where Marcus Mariota is going to learn how to save himself because he can't keep this up. We talk about sustainability when it comes to Lamar Jackson and being able to prevent injuries. Marcus Mariota's had a tough time because he's so competitive. It's not a bad thing. It's only a bad thing when you get banged up.
Remind me again when you're drinking out of a catfish and for why?
The NFL draft. I will be drinking out of a catfish because I said I don't think that Nashville would get the draft and promised I would. And hello, beer out of a catfish.
Hey, baby. Right down that tunnel.
April, Good Morning Football.
And stay tuned for Thursday Night Football.